All right. Okay. Welcome. Apologize for the slightly late start. This is Joe Desbrasco. This is Up the Fulham. We're getting right into it, folks. This is Aston Villa. This is Fulham. This game is at Villa Park. As you can see, my stream is synced to a certain time, and I hope everybody's doing well. As you see, my time is it's going to be slightly slower than the actual stream, so please, just as always, bear with, as well as Robinson. Wow, Robinson kicks, tries to go into the box. It goes off of Kansa, and we have our first corner kick of the game with about 2 minutes. Wow, a little more than 2 minutes in. That's actually pretty aggressive for Fulham. Anderson has the Anderson has the armband today. Again, slightly rare, but not necessarily a bad thing. Corner into the box, and wow, just like that, Jimenez 1-0 Fulham. In the third minute, it is 1-0 Fulham. Just like that. Just like that. That's how you love that right there is how you love to start off a game. Wow. I don't even have to. Yeah, I'm just gonna put that up. That is a goal for Fulham. 1-0. Oh, wait. Ah. I made a mistake. I got too excited. As always, it's VAR. Please stand by. Uh, you see, this is like I said previously. This is why I don't put it on the board so quickly. I want to. All right. All right. Okay. They really wanted to test me today. It's like early in the game and they really wanted to test me. All right. That's done. The VAR is done. Now we're back to the game. Okay. It's one of those like, come on, I literally just woke up. Okay, I did not just wake up, but it's still early. It's still early, and it's like seriously, we're doing this. It's like seriously, we're doing this like right now. Oh gosh. Well, at least I have my pre-goal reaction. So all that is still there. In the meantime, Villa tried to get something going on their end, but the ball goes out. All right, this was Sesnignon's going to throw it in. Bear with lineups are going to happen. Unfortunately, I had a sick kid this morning, and for anyone who knows about sick kids, well, it is exactly what it is. All right, dashboards. The dashboard at the bottom with all the scores from Europe will reflect all scores outside of the main game that we are watching. And the goal score is actually down. Seriously. It's almost like you're not allowed to have too much of a good thing. The trainers are looking at Raul right now. I need him to get up. I really do. Right now, they're just showing the goal again. A wonderful header towards that right middle corner. I don't know, but it looked like afterwards he was holding himself. We're probably going to get a few minutes of stoppage time while this is happening, which is never great. And it looks like they're saying that no, it did. I mean, it didn't happen during the build up to the goal. It just mm. I was coming into this and like, who's going to score? And literally, Raul, first goal of the season. Literally, first goal of the season. And it looks like Traore is going to come in. I don't have to tell you. I'm not even going to have to tell you Silva's please because he's not. What's nice about this, at least, is that we're already on the board, 1-0. We know Traore has its moments. It's just, Anderson foul outside the box. He's no, that should not be a foul. He's going for the ball. I'm just going to get it back out. Aston Villa, they're still looking for their first win of the season. They're in the relegation places. What a wow. This again, Josh King. Trying to make some things happen. He needs to have a cool head. That's the only thing I want out of him in this game. Whether he scores or not, he needs to have a cool head. The simulation in the last game, the goal that was given up, it's okay. It's just he needs to chill. That is legitimately all I want from him right now. Is he just needs to find a way in this game to chill. Wow, Leno snatched it. There was a cross into the box. And I think Watkins was ready to pounce, but much, much needed. And again, I apologize for the delay. Lineups will be appearing shortly. And as you see, for Villa, the lineup is in and ready to go. Fulham's lineup will be up shortly. Thank you for being patient. And the nice thing about Fulham's lineup in comparison to Villa's, Fulham's doesn't take nearly as long for me to do because most of the time it's pretty consistent. With, of course, um, an obvious um, an obvious exception. Fulham 3 straight wins, which is which is definitely nice to see at the beginning of the season. Like there will be no complaints out of me for that. And someone we should definitely be watching out for, especially after the last game. The owner of Brentford FC, Harry Wilson. And I'm not going to say anything now because there was a cross into the box deflected out by Bassey. It's going to be a corner for Aston Villa. I will keep my mouth shut now. One of the key things that did happen in that game is Kevin went down with a shoulder injury. However, he is on the bench for this one. And now the question will be is if he is the glass cannon or not. The captain McGuinn is going to be taking this corner for Villa. Towards that outside, swung into the box. It is deflected out by Sessegnon for a corner. And one thing that will be curious to see is if goal kick for Fulham. It will definitely be curious to see if there is something that if having to do an early substitution is going to bite Fulham. I hope not. But Josh King, great break towards the box. I get it. The kid wants to do everything himself. Step over, shot towards the box, but Villa comes back quick. McGinn just sells it over the crossbar, and it was an errant pass by Bassi. McGinn gets on it, goes for that left corner, just a little too much. It was a great plan. Leno was beat. Leno came up. Leno was beat, but it wasn't by much. This game could have easily been 1-1. This game could have easily been 1-1. Now, sadly, due to an early substitution, Fulham is going to have one less sub compared to Villa. But again, you can't argue McGinn. Like I said, great effort. Cash throws it in. Villa just is going to try it, if nothing else, just to have a little bit of ball control. That's definitely going to be important moving forward. That was by mistake. But Fulham just trying to keep possession of the ball for a little bit. It's back to Bassi. The last thing you need is Fulham to give up another goal due to an errant pass. Bassi gets it out, gets into the Fulham gets it into the Fulham half of the pitch, but no one there to take it. So far, for those who are late, they're missing us. It is 1-0 Fulham in the 21st minute. Raul Jimenez scores in the 3rd minute. However, he takes a bump, and now Traore is in for him. Villa has the ball. It's intercepted, but Villa gets it back. But one thing that is nice, especially, is Harrison Reed is back in the lineup. Chukwueze is also the loanee is here. I don't think that was offsides. Josh King again. The aggressiveness is there. He's in the box. The goalie does kind of take him down, but I don't think. No, that's not a penalty. And once again, Josh King, yellow card, simulation. Please stop. Please stop. It literally. All right. There's a break. I need you to slow down, Josh King. I need you to slow down, Josh King. He's calling for a handball. Okay. Wilson, we're just trying to say, hold up. Hold up a second. Oh, okay. They're calling for a foul there. It could have been a handball, too. It could have been a handball as well. Instead, nothing happening. Looks like it was just going to be a corner. Bit errant. And now there's going to be another one. So far, Fulham has definitely been the better team, or at least the more aggressive. Maybe I'm going to use the word the more aggressive team. But and I'm really trying not to cuss, but come on, Kate. This is okay. I'm sorry, it shouldn't bother me as much, but it does. It's like you know not to do that. Traore gets into the box. Some Fulham heads. No, sorry, that was Bassey. Bunch of Fulham heads were on it, but it looks like it's just going to be a throw in the Villa. I think they're going to show Josh King again. It's a trip. He trips over and just kind of he goes down. Keeper was early. Long ball. Okay, Leno gets pulled over there. Bassey and okay, it's almost a simultaneous action. It was Rogers who collided. Watching the replay, Leno gets the ball. They try to go over. Rogers get a foot to it. Bassey pushes. Just crash overall. I mean, it's early season, so I'm not surprised. There looked like there was a trip attempt on Josh King in the box. Again, there is definitely a handball. Like, there's definitely a handball, but again, what can you do about it right now? We're in the 29th minute. People got water break. Goalie just kind of laughing. I mean, not the goalie, but the ref. The ref is Andy Madley for this one. And I'm just checking something real quick. I know the mic is on and working, so I'm not nearly as concerned about volume. I'm just making. Oh, okay. Just was making a. I know the mic. Like I said, I know the mic is on and active. If you're a Fulham fan, you're happy that we got a point. I mean, not a point, but you're happy we got a goal. And this may be one of those matches where a 1-0, 2-0 may be able to carry the team. If you're Villa, you're not you're not too upset, especially since Fulham's big scoring threat is off the pitch now. And forcing Fulham to defend is going to be to their advantage. It looks like there may be someone coming off the bench for Villa. While it's not out of the ordinary, it is a bit rare to see two early substitutions at this point in the game. And it looks like we're going to have a substitution. And it looks like Ming's day is early, the 32nd minute. And just because we're trying to get some lineups done for everybody, actually, let me go ahead and make the switch for Ming's. And it looks, yeah, Pau Torres is going to come in for Mings. The defender for defender. And once again, thank you for everyone who's been watching this stream so far. It is currently 1-0 Fulham in the 34th minute. And looks like there's going to be a card early. Another early card, and it's going to be. I think it's going to be on. Yeah, it's going to be on Sasha Lukic. So Fulham would. All right, second half's going to be interesting. Lukic is one of the last people you don't want to card because he is really, really good on defense. It's going to be a free kick for Villa outside the box. Way outside. It's in and cleared out by Fulham. Another clearance, but like I said, Villa's been really aggressive. Kick just decides to sail over, and it's going to be a goal kick for Fulham. Cash just decided to boot it. Sessignon Bull. They just brought up a stat that Villa has only had 12 shots on goal this entire season. And one thing Villa does not do a lot is give up on goals. This is not Max. This is not Estevez from that game yesterday against Man City. Sorry, Esteve with two own goals, which is the same amount of own goals that have been scored for Fulham. Sanchez Designon tries to get into the box. It is booted out of the way. We're now in the 36th minute. I won't say the game has went down to a crawl, but it is not it's not what we were expecting so far. That's the best way I can describe it. Oh, some interesting stuff was happening in the box, but Villa does clear it out. And it's kicked back to Leno. To Bassi. Bassi sends it up. but it just goes to Martinez. It looks like we're just gonna have some long ball play. Watkins into the box, and wow, just like that, Ollie Watkins, his first of the year. I don't know. They're gonna see. Hang on, hang on a second. We're gonna. I want to check to see if he was offsides. Bassie tried to get back and boot it out, but I don't think it. I don't think he was able to make it. Goal is awarded. Got chipped out from the long ball. There's man. I think he was offsides, but nonetheless, he shouldn't have got that far. So Villa had Villa came in with the plan. We're in the 40th minute. Scores tied. Harry Wilson tried, but just goes off the defender. Sessignon can get out to Iwobi. Iwobi doesn't really have much he can do. Sends it back to Sessignon. It's going to go back to Bassi. We're going to cross over. I think they're calling offsides on Adama. I don't know how I feel about that. Nonetheless, your score is 1-1 in the 41st minute. Oops. My bad there. And Villa has definitely been the better team in the second part of the first half. I'm There's no sugarcoating that. So and looks like some frustration out of Sasa Lukic, which I don't think in this case I can really blame. I think if you're Fulham, you are definitely frustrated this half. There's no definitely could have been better. Cross into the box, header. I think that was King who got a head on it, but it was straight at the keeper. I don't know if he had the keeper beat, but anywhere but the middle could have definitely made something happen. Still, I, the, I mean, Fulham came out very aggressive, got some nice corners, but they had three like within the first 10 minutes, and of course Rao with the goal. But since then they've been running pretty cold, and yeah, this match 1-0 is fair. I mean, I wish I could say differently, but it's definitely fair. Again, Villa's doing a great job just getting this long ball going. It's just keeps sailing over the head of Fulham. Again, I don't know what to think going into halftime. And I mean, Fulham easily should be up 1-0, maybe even 2-1. There's a foul, but it's not called by the ref. I almost feel like I need to make a special line for the ref. But oh, okay. There's gonna be 8 minutes of stoppage on this one. Considering the goals, the VAR, and how many people have went down, there's no surprise there. Marco is definitely showing, and he gets a card too. Marco Silva has now just gotten a card as well. There's no other way of saying it. It's been a frustrating first half for Fulham. Yeah, the score is tied. You're not down, but you should be up. I don't know if the glass cannon is coming in. And for those who don't know, I'm indeed referring to Kevin, especially after that game against Cambridge. I hope that if he does come in, he can prove me wrong. He can actually take a hit, pass the ball around, and play some defense. Because he's not going to be able to play the way he did and expect to have anything happen. Fulham trying the long ball themselves. Sessegnon going in, passes to Harry Wilson. Harry Wilson takes a shot and it just sails. And just, oh, no, that's not what that is supposed to be. I am so sorry. Please stand by. All right. There we go. That's the Villa bench. With, of course, substitutions for each side taken out. Once again, if you're a Villa fan, you're happy. You are very happy with this first half. If you're Fulham, I don't know. And if you're a fan of the ref, you are definitely happy. Again, takes out Harry Wilson, and he's gonna get a card. Oh, sorry, that wasn't Wilson. That was Sanderberg. It was Wilson for a second there. This has been for what it's worth. This has been a very chippy first half. Sessegnon sends in the corner. It is booted out for corner. It's been a minute since Fulham had a corner in this game. 5 minutes of the 8 have passed. The ref is coming over. I don't know why. I don't know why. I really don't. What's going on with this referee? It's gonna be Wilson who takes it into the box. No one really gets to it. It's gonna go back out. It's kicked back into the box, but it's straight at the keeper. Villa's gonna boot it again. Fulham gets possession, but again, this is not. It's been a disappointing first half. It's like, and it's gonna be a foul, and it's gonna be Sasha Lukic. Whew. With the way this game is going, those first half substitutions are really starting to. may really, really prove detrimental going into the second half. Sorry, if you're wondering why I'm silent, we got free kick happening. The referee doing a lot of pointing. This should be the last kick of the half, and wow, Leto had to make a save there. Gets to it. Whistle is blown, and it is now halftime. And that right there is the storyline. Excuse me a moment, my nose is slightly stuffed. But man, I really don't know. I really don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. This is a there are some missed opportunities. Unfortunately, a lot of cards. Way too many cards. But for the sake of this, let's check out the stats. This is all I can't even be upset. This has just been a all Villa has controlled this game since probably the 10th minute. And I want to say it could have been worse. And it really could have been. It really could have been worse. I'm glad that after the goal, Fulham weathered the storm. They were able to get a shot off, but cooler heads have not prevailed. And that is really not a great thing. Fulham with three yellow cards, with Villa just one. Stats are pretty much what you see. With that last shot, two shots on the goal. Fulham with three. Villa with less fouls, less offsides, and fewer corners. It's just not. Oh my! This has just been a terrible game to watch. If you're a Fulham fan, if you're Villa, you're happy. You're happy. You're above Burnley just on goal differential. You're in 17th. Fulham, you're still. You're still in eighth, but you had a great chance to leapfrog both Arsenal and Man City, and Bournemouth. If you went crazy on goals, you could have even jumped up to fourth. But I don't know. There are definitely some questionable calls. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna spend too much time on this because if I do, I'm just gonna get more and more frustrated. So we're gonna take a quick breather and try to figure out what we can do for the second half. Thanks for everyone that's been listening. This is Jonas Brasco with Up the Fulham. Time scoring starts. Just sailed into the box. Watkins chipped the keeper, and that's where we are. We'll be right back in a few minutes. And I man, I gotta remember how sensitive that thing is. But for those who are just joining, welcome, welcome. This is Jonas Brasco. This is not a drill. This has been just a bad. Leno had to get to it. Once again, there were no changes at halftime. No, actually, there is. Harvey Elliott had to go out. Leno, they get it out. It goes out. Yeah. Shot McGinn. Oh! 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 Ugh! And all right, something's happened. I'm. I just gotta. I'm checking. Everything's there. It's a goal. It's two. It's 2-1. It's 2-1 Villa. We get on the break. Lukic couldn't get to it. Leno's beat. There's. Uh, I don't. I don't know who you blame on that. I don't know who you blame on that. That's just. Nope. Wait. There's more. There's more. It's 3-1. It's 3-1 Villa. I'm not even. I'm not. Okay. Put them on the board. It's 3-1. There's a break. No penalty. No penalty. Watkins was trying to get something. Okay. No, tried to. It's intercepted. Shot towards the goal. Oh my! Ah! Wow. Konsa dived to save that because that should have been two. That should have been 2-3. Fulham should have had that. A dive. Konsa slides into it. Ah, his knee hit. His knee hit the post. Yeah. Not. Yeah. There's no penalty on that for Watkins. Watkins just swung and missed. It's gonna be a corner for Fulham, but wow, big ups. The concept for that save. What's scary is as always with Fulham games. What's scary is always those first 10 minutes of the half and the last 5 minutes of the half. Cross into the box. Villa's up there. Just keeping it. Yeah, and there's a foul, and it looks like it's going to be a card. Is that going to go to Bassi? I think that's going to Bassi. Yeah, it's a trip. There's nothing. Yeah, again, take out the goal scorer. That's just Bassi. Okay. My little thing fell over, but you gotta look. Who do you got on the bench that's gonna come in and make something happen? You got Reed, you got Carney, Koenka, Chukwueze, Kevin, Smith Rowe, Robinson. Oh, crap, I had Smith Rowe twice. I had Smith Rowe twice. Apologies. Mm. It's gonna be a throw from Sessignon. Mm. I'm just checking something real quick. He was able to keep. No, that okay. Did that go out? They're gonna say it did. Another person's down for Villa. Okay, that's not a foul on Castagna. He's going straight for the ball. Ah, okay, come on. I think that's 50-50. That is 50-50. But I got no. I'm not trying to turn on my mic for this. This is just not. No, they didn't give it. But Fulham has 5 yellow cards. Harry Wilson, Sasha Lukic, Josh King, Calvin Bassey, and Marcus Silva. This is just ridiculous. This may be. It's 3-1. It's 3-1. Our goal differential gone. We dropped now. We've now dropped in the table to 10th. We're tied with Leeds, and we beat Leeds. And Brentford, well, Brentford just they destroyed some interesting results. I will say this: Brentford beating Man U 3-1. Didn't see that coming. Brighton beating Chelsea 3-1. Those Reds, I definitely didn't see that coming. Crystal Palace beating Liverpool, definitely the best game yesterday. Leeds, Bournemouth with the draw. Man City destroying Burnley. Well, I can't even say that because Burnley freaking got two own goals to help Man City. Sunderland Sunderland came back in the league with a vengeance, 1-0 over Forest. And of course that Tottenham Wolves game, that 1-1 draw rescued by Plino. If you're that was a person I really, really wish we didn't get rid of. I haven't said much about the Fulham attack because there really haven't been much of a Fulham attack. It really is. And King and Session was trying to fight, but nothing, nothing happening. And I was just asking, Jack can answer too. I was just, who do you sub to get back in this game? I mean, and one thing they're saying right now, Silva has lost 6 of his 7 Premier League matches against Villa. This is the highest loss percentage of any manager to place Villa five or more times in competition. But Villa, they're just keeping possession. This is one of those things where you can't. And the thing is, Fulham, it's just pretty simple. They got to hold on to the ball. Wow. Last goal. So Buendia just didn't make something happen. Okay. Looks like Emil Smith Rowe is coming in for Wilby. Josh King. Thank you. Thank you for freaking taking Josh King out. I know that's going to sound really, really bad. All I can say now is let's. Kevin, the big transfer. People were really, really excited about him coming into the lineup, but so far, I don't know what you say in this. I don't know what you say except maybe, just maybe, Kevin just brings some energy. My bad. Now Fulham is stuck with just two substitutions left in this game. Because the thing right now is Villa's content. Villa just has to keep people back. Wilson tries to get into the box. Martinez grabs it. It's gonna be, and he just has to hold. I don't know where you take this yet. All I can say is that this could be frustrating. Leno has to come up. And you can just see the Villa players are laughing. The crowd, and I know we haven't talked much about the crowd, but the crowd in Villa Park, they've been loud, they've been excited. I mean, this is one of those things where you know that moment where things can turn around easily. But right now, it's just I don't know what to expect. I don't know as what can you expect from this game. But for everyone who's watching, thanks again. This is Jonas Brasco. I'm just doing a quick. I'm just doing a quick check. I know there's sound, so I know in that aspect we're doing okay. But this is. mm, I don't know what what can you do in this second. Oh, I did not realize that that reflects like that. Let's take that off. This does not have to. Okay, Villanova. It's 70th minute. I think they know. I think Villa knows that they are. Yeah, yeah. I think they know that. For the most part, Villa has ridden the storm, and again, like has played well. Villa should be should be proud. I mean, they came out, they've done what they had to do. Fulham has not. Both teams have used three subs each. As much as I want to go to the say, okay, let's see who Fulham has left on the bench. There's really not much I can say on that. Villa gets the ball to the box. Leno's had to come and get it. I don't know if I don't know who you give man in the match to. I feel like it's almost obligated to give it to Leno just because. Rao was hasn't been in the match since the third minute. Sorry, I shouldn't. That's unfair. He was substituted out in the 11th minute, and nothing has happened then. And Fulham almost got another a score from our leading scorer, own goal. Keeper saved that one. But as you see, after this one's done, the next games set up are this is our October schedule at Bournemouth against Arsenal, at Newcastle and at looking for the AFL Cup. Okay, there's noise going on outside. Hopefully, you guys can't really hear this. Fulham trying to bring men forward. Kevin's trying to. I think they're trying to tell him you just got to be more aggressive. And I'm trying not to put the red card up on the scoreboard because I do have that ability, but man, this has been a chippy game if nothing else. Frost into the box, Leno comes out, gets it. This really has been one-way traffic in this game. And there really isn't much left. You got Chawuse is literally the only attacker left on the box. I mean left on the bench. You got Tom Carney, Harrison Reed in your midfield, and then everyone else is defenders. Kawinka, Robinson, and Lecomte, which we never want to see him in the game because that's our backup keeper. And while it seems bad now, we know that we know that this could always be worse. Don't want it to be, but it always can be. There's been quite a few possible handballs in this game, but but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how many handballs there is. The point of the matter is they're not getting called, and Villa's done what they've had to do. Villa has 3 goals, Fulham has one. Yes, momentum is a big thing, but in the end, it's all about putting the ball in the net whether you want to or not. It looks like there are some Fulham players getting ready on that sideline. but still, there was some dinghy and Traore. Corner, keeper gets to it. We're approaching the 80th minute. I mean, they really don't have to do much. And ugh. And I keep dropping my stream deck. I keep dropping my stream deck, not because I want to, but it's just the reality of the situation. Anthony Robinson is coming in for Ryan Sessegnon. Chikwute Zay is coming in for Harry Wilson. Those adjustments will be made momentarily, and that's going to be final two subs. There is so with the 10 minutes left in stoppage. We're going to see what the Loney can do. Long throw into the box by Robinson. Deloney tried to swing it in. Still nothing. I will give this. As frustrating as this may be, we're at least gonna get to see. At least gonna get to see the health, and, and with that, Fulham has used all subs. Lindoff is coming in, and Mullen is coming in for their final two subs. Villa's gonna play advantage off that foul. Bassett gets to it because he's trying to get in the box. Bassett still has possession, and it looks like there's a foul on Villa. Aaron pass. Kevin gets to it. And we're gonna see both subs. It's gonna be. It looks like it's gonna be Malin marking Kevin for the most part. Has Kevin been forced to kind of go in because Robinson's gonna be out doing the in swinging? Nothing seemed to happen there though. I feel like I'm saying that a lot. Nothing seems to be happening. Nothing seems to be happening. And the thing is, Malin's an attacker. It's just like you try. It's like you don't really have to. You really don't have to defend. It's speed versus speed. I mean, one thing I remember seeing from like an X and a Twitter X and Facebook post when it showed Kevin was nothing but flair, and that's exactly what it's been. Nothing but flair. Trying again, get something into the box. Back out to Robinson. Fulham's getting the corner. Fulham's getting the corner. Mhm. And it just sails over. It's gonna be a goal. It's gonna be a goal kick. Right now, maybe it's a good thing that maybe it's a good thing that this is it. That this is all she wrote. That this may be all she wrote for this one. And sometimes it really is hard to just have some sort of streak going. But Villa's next few: Burnley at turn, mm, Burnley at Spurs, and then against Man City. I mean, I had said in the description a crucial early matchup. Robinson was able to track back and get into the box. Not a foul. If you're gonna ask me if this game has been called fairly, I'm not gonna say yes, but I'm also going to say at the same time, Villa has outplayed Fulham, and no referee can deny that. And as things stand, and this isn't me being a Debbie Downer or anything like that, but as things stand, We may have to start singing the "We're Winning Away" song because that's the story, and this is sadly what's going to put Fulham in trouble is not being able to win those away games. The trap, the crowd get the crowd trying to get Fulham back into it. If nothing else, just Kevin has it. Kevin let it go. Robinson takes it back out to Kevin, and it just Kevin gets pushed. Kevin gets it to Robinson. Robinson tried to give it back to Kevin, but I don't. I don't know how Kevin gets put into this shot by Samuel, and it just sails. 6 minutes of stoppage left. I don't know if you call this 6 minutes of agony or 6 minutes of just simply what was I watching? Not that it's not rightly deserved, because this indeed is this is Villa's game. It's been Villa's game since that first Ollie Watkins goal, and they never look back. I mean, one goal just to get it back in, or just to help for the sake of helping the goal differential. A foul on Samuel. It's going to be a free kick for Fulham. Kamara with the foul. And despite everything, only one yellow card for Villa. And now going into the next few games, we you actually have to think about one other thing. You actually have to start thinking about yellow card accumulation. The corner just basically sails past, and Fulham's gonna get a throw in, but where the ref has no control over is possession. And that is one thing that has been the case. When you realize up until this game, Villa has only scored Villa has scored 3 goals. And in this game they've already doubled their goal tally for the season in this game. And it's just been poor. Fulham literally was able to get a little bit more on the possession, more shots, more corners, more actual shots inside the box. But this has been a sloppy game. And Yes, the Fulham fans leaving. You can't. It's frustrating, but you can't be mad at them. You cannot be mad at them. We're now in the 95th minute. I don't want to say blow the damn whistle, but it's getting to that point. It's getting to that point, and it's fair. It's getting to that point, and it's fair. Fulham trying to make a gasp. Smith Rowe tried to run it in. This is not Arsenal. You cannot just walk it in, and it's good. And it's gonna be a foul. Come on, we're in the final minutes of stoppage. This I'm not even gonna. Um, I was thinking, do I want to go over the match stats? I don't even want to do that. The whistle's gonna blow shortly. The passing has to be better. The passing just has to be better. I This one's over. This is how the story ends. 3-1 Villa. Well deserved. A well deserved win for Villa. The glass cannon stayed upright, which is good for him. I'm I think I'm glad that I made. Sometimes I wonder, that I don't have a lot of people in the chat. Maybe this was a blessing. Maybe this was a blessing because it's just. And now Tim Howard's talking. I, I'm I'm not gonna stick around for that. This was a frustrating one, but if nothing else, I hope you found I called this pretty much down the middle. If you're a Villa fan, you're happy. If you're a Fulham fan, you're wondering. I don't even think I can wonder anything. I just gotta be like, What the fuck? Sorry, the language got ahead of me. This is a PG-13 stream, so I get one. I get one F bomb. I'm using it, and I've used it. Villa, first win for Fulham, still winless on the road. So I don't know what we're going to see next week or what should we be expecting. Maybe not even what we're going to see, but what should we be expecting next week? And just so you can see, this is what we're looking at for October. It's going to be at Bournemouth, home to Arsenal, away at Newcastle, and then for the cup tie at Wycombe Wanderers. So with one home match in the month of October, is that going to be your only chance for 3 points, or may we actually be looking at a winless October? And after this matchup, where we allowed 3 goals to a team that had 3 goals the entire season, I don't know what to say. But we're here because we try to have hope. So thanks again. This is Jonas Brasco. And as always, up the Fulham. But today was not their day. But at the same time, we're only 6 games in. We got 32 more to go. So don't give up the faith. Have a good one.